Hello, class, and welcome. We are on a new week. We are going over this exam. And on this website, guys, I have provided everything you guys really need to be successful on this exam. So, really, your success is up to you on how you do on this. It's all about how much time you put into it. So, if you want to slack off and not use any of these resources and just YOLO and go Sunday night and study a little bit on Sunday night, then you're going to get a bad grade on this exam, and unfortunately, you can't retake it. It's an exam, so it's a big portion of the grade. It's 30%, so each one of these is actually 10% of your grade for each semester, so that's actually a lot. So this one exam is 10% of your grade. So please, I don't want that to scare you at all, but please put in time and actually study this material because this is very important here. All right, so let's start at the top here. Right here, we'll see that quiz 3 is open book. So you're going to click this, and it's going to take you to this place right here where you're going to put in your name. So Bryce. It's quiz 3 in skeletal system and integumentary. You're going to continue, and it is open book. You can take it as many times as you want. You read the instructions at the top. It says this quiz. I use the quiz 3 sheet found at graceanatomy.jimdo.com for the labeling questions. I want to show you that. So I'm going to go over to that, and you're going to click the quiz 3 sheet. That's going to download, and it's going to look something like this. Let me get to the top here. Here we are, quiz 3. See, here's the skeleton. You see here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and so on, 7, 8. You're going to label those, then you're going to label these guys, and there's some more down there, 15, 16, 17, 18, and yeah. So label those, and then 24 through 30 are actually on the quiz. So I'm going to go back to that quiz. You're going to go through those and label those questions. This is open book again. You have as many attempts at it as you want to. So if you don't like your score the first time, you can always restart it and try again afterwards. Okay? So that's the quiz. Take as many times as you need. It's up to you, but just do not use Google or any outside sources. You are allowed to use the PowerPoint, the book, and your notes, but that's it. Okay, so that's the quiz and the quiz sheet. Now moving on. So we're going on. I made a Quizlet. Okay, this Quizlet is. I made this myself. I actually spent about an hour on it, or an hour and a half. Not quite an hour and a half, but about an hour making this for you guys. So please use it. This is really going to cover everything you need to know besides the individual bones. So here's the Quizlet. Exam 1 review, all you need to know. So there's a lot of awesome features that Quizlet uses. This is the best way just to go through the material is doing this. So you see everything from homeostasis, cell, set point, stress, control center, and then I even go down and we get into the carrier proteins and diffusion and just all this review from Module 1. Then we get to Module 2. Here's some of the images from simple columnar, cuboidal, squamous. It has everything, okay? If you understand this material on this Quizlet, you're going to do perfect on the exam, okay? So, but if you notice, there's one thing down here. After I get past the general information, on the axial and appendicular skeleton, you're actually going to use this thing called the bone guide, which is also found on right down here, back on the website. This is the bone guide, okay? You're going to use the bone guide, and it will describe every single bone that you need to know. So I'm going to open up the bone guide here. Okay. Let me open that. It's loading. It's downloading. Almost ready. There we go. Let's open up that bone guide. All right. Skeletal system bone sheet. So again, know these terms and no more. You don't need to study a ton of crazy stuff. If you understand what is on this page here, you're going to do great on the exam. Yes, there's a lot of bones, but it's anatomy and there's lots of memorization. This is a hard class. As much as I would like to reduce the amount of material, I can't do that. As a teacher, that would be failing in my role by just reducing all this information. So please use an essential anatomy to help you guys. It'll be awesome. So for the skull, you have frontal, parietal, occipital, and so forth, and arm and shoulder, hip and leg. And so the best way I could recommend studying all this material is getting Essential Anatomy and going through each one of these. So on the skull, just go through them one at a time. There's the frontal bone. Test yourself. Okay, I got the frontal bone. I'm going to hide it. There's the occipital bone. Okay, I got it. There's the parietal bone. I got it. Okay, so forth. And then you see, oh, here's the sphenoid and the temporal. And just keep playing around with Essential Anatomy until you can memorize all those bones. And sooner or later, you'll figure out that, guess what, this isn't really that hard anymore. There's the femur, even, and then you can go down to the tarsals and the calcaneus and just all these terms that used to be really hard. When you have this app, it actually makes it a lot easier. So please use this app. Get it. Essential Skeleton and Essential Anatomy 5 also work really well. So please use this. It's going to be a lot easier than trying to memorize all these terms in the book, especially with the skull. The skull is so hard if you don't have this app, okay? Please use it and come prepared to know all those terms listed on that bone sheet. This bone sheet will be your friend. Use it for that skeletal system. And for everything else that's not memorizing the bones, you guys will be safe if you memorize these terms on Quizlet. So Quizlet is amazingly useful. Very awesome. You can use flashcards here. If you click flashcards, it's really cool because it will take you to right here. You can see, okay, state of dynamic equilibrium in the body with respect to its internal environment and functions. That sounds like homeostasis. Yes. And you go on to the next one. Okay, it does the same thing. Ideal normal value of a variable around which homeostasis is maintained. That sounds like set point. Yeah, okay. And you test yourself and you do that. There's also other parts of it that you can use as well. So please do that. It's going to help you. Study, study, study. And guys, I will be praying for you. If you have any questions, please let me know. Send me an email. Shoot me a text. I'm here for you. I'm wanting you guys to do really well on this exam, but again, I can't get inside your brains and make you study. So please do it. And if you have any questions or you need help with anything, let me know. I'm here for you guys, praying for you. See you on Monday.